Welcome to our latest video, where we will be exploring 5 of the most mysterious and intriguing SCP entities currently known to the Foundation, SCP-7385 through SCP-7389. These 5 entities have caused quite a stir among researchers and have been the subject of numerous containment and research efforts. Each one is unique in its own way and presents a new set of challenges for the Foundation to overcome. So sit back, relax, and prepare to learn more about these 5 mysterious entities as we delve into the world of the SCP Foundation. SCP-7385 is a standard-looking wooden rocking chair, measuring approximately 1.2 meters in height, and is made from an unidentified type of wood. The object's anomalous properties are only activated when a human sits in the chair and begins to rock. Once activated, SCP-7385 will begin to emit a low-frequency humming noise, and the subject will experience a strong sense of relaxation and drowsiness. The subject will then become completely immobile, and their consciousness will enter a state of deep sleep. The subject will remain in this state for an indeterminate amount of time, with some subjects remaining in this sleep for up to several weeks. SCP-7385's second anomalous property is that while the subject is in this deep sleep state, the chair begins to physically age the subject at an accelerated rate. This includes physical deterioration of the body and mental deterioration of the mind. The more time the subject spends in the chair, the more severe the effects will be. Once the subject is removed from the chair, the aging process will stop, but the damage will be irreversible. SCP-7385's third anomalous property is that the chair is able to manipulate the subject's dreams, and can induce vivid and realistic nightmares. These nightmares can range from simple phobias and fears, to more complex and disturbing experiences, such as reliving traumatic events or being trapped in a never-ending loop of a nightmare. SCP-7385 can also manipulate the subject's memories, and can induce hallucinations of past experiences. These hallucinations are indistinguishable from reality and are often accompanied by a feeling of déjà vu. The subjects are unable to distinguish their hallucinations from their real memories. Due to the severe effects of SCP-7385, the object has been classified as Euclid and is to be kept in a secure containment chamber at all times. Any testing on SCP-7385 is restricted to Level 3 personnel, and any researchers who show signs of prolonged exposure to the object must be immediately removed and placed under psychiatric observation. SCP-7386 is an object that appears to be a small, intricately carved humanoid figurine. Despite its small size, the object is extremely dense, with a composition that has yet to be determined. SCP-7386's anomalous properties manifest when it comes into contact with any form of liquid. Once contact is made, the liquid will begin to rapidly expand and solidify, forming an exact replica of the object. The replica will be identical to the original in every way, including weight, density, and composition. The replication process is extremely rapid, taking only a few seconds to complete. SCP-7386 and its replicas are not capable of movement. The replicas are, however, also capable of replication, creating an exponential increase in the number of SCP-7386 instances. This replication process continues until all available liquid is consumed, and the replicas will then begin to dissolve and disappear. SCP-7386's replication process poses a severe threat to human populations, as it is capable of rapidly filling entire buildings and cities with an unknown number of instances. Due to the rapid replication and dissolution of SCP-7386's replicas, containment and neutralization of the object is extremely difficult. SCP-7386 was discovered in a quiet town in Florida after reports of an entire lake disappearing overnight. By the time Foundation personnel had arrived, the lake had been entirely replaced by replicas that were slowly disappearing. The final remaining object was taken into Foundation custody and has been in containment ever since. SCP-7386's origin is unknown. The object does not appear to be of any known culture or civilization, and carbon dating has been unable to determine its age. The object also does not respond to any known forms of manipulation or interaction. Due to SCP-7386's highly dangerous and unpredictable nature, it is classified as a Keter-class SCP. Special containment procedures have been established to prevent accidental activation of the object and to prevent any potential replication events. Any instances of SCP-7386 found outside of containment must be neutralized immediately. SCP-7387 is a humanoid monster that stands at approximately 3 meters in height with an extremely muscular build. Its skin is a dark green color and is covered in thick, coarse hair. Its eyes are yellow and without pupils, giving it an eerie, otherworldly appearance. SCP-7387 is classified as Euclid due to its aggressive nature, and the danger it poses to the general population. SCP-7387's primary ability is its incredible strength and durability. It has been observed lifting and throwing heavy objects with ease and is able to withstand bullets and other forms of conventional weaponry. In addition, SCP-7387 has a regenerative ability that allows it to heal from injuries at an accelerated rate. This makes it extremely difficult to contain and neutralize. SCP-7387's behavior is highly aggressive and it will attack anything that it perceives as a threat. It has been observed attacking and killing both Foundation personnel and civilians with little provocation. Due to its strength and regenerative abilities, SCP-7387 is capable of causing significant damage and loss of life. SCP-7387's origins are currently unknown. It was first discovered in a national forest near St. Petersburg after reports of strange creature sightings and missing persons. The Foundation was able to contain SCP-7387 after a prolonged and costly pursuit. Since then, it has been kept in a specially designed containment chamber at Site-31. Due to the danger that SCP-7387 poses, all interactions with it must be done with extreme caution. Only personnel with Level 4 clearance are permitted to engage with the creature, and all interactions must be done remotely using robotic equipment. In the event of a containment breach, all personnel are advised to evacuate the area immediately and wait for backup from the nearest mobile task force. SCP-7387's containment chamber is made of reinforced titanium and is equipped with multiple layers of security including motion sensors, cameras, and armed guards. SCP-7388 is a ghostly entity that appears in a residential house in Barcelona. The entity is believed to be the spirit of a woman who died in the house under mysterious circumstances in the 19th century. SCP-7388 is capable of manifesting itself in a variety of forms, but most commonly appears as a translucent figure of a woman wearing Victorian-era clothing. SCP-7388 is able to manipulate the physical environment within the house, including moving objects, changing temperatures, and altering the appearance of rooms. It can also make itself audible to those inside the house, often heard humming or whispering. SCP-7388 has been known to cause hallucinations, including visual and auditory hallucinations, to those who enter the house. In addition, it can possess living beings inside the house, particularly animals. SCP-7388 exhibits a level of sentience, and it has been observed that the entity is capable of understanding and responding to verbal communication. However, attempts to communicate with the entity have been largely unsuccessful, as it seems to have no interest in communicating with the Foundation. SCP-7388's anomalous properties make it difficult for personnel to enter the house for any extended period of time. The entity has been known to become aggressive towards those who enter the house, particularly if it perceives them as a threat. Due to this, all attempts to enter the house must be cleared by Level 3 personnel or higher, and any research on SCP-7388 must be conducted remotely. SCP-7388's origins are currently unknown. The history of the house in which it manifests itself is not exceptional, with the exception of the death of the woman, who is believed to be the source of the entity. Due to the lack of information on the entity, it is currently impossible to determine the nature of the woman's death and how it relates to the manifestation of SCP-7388. This paranormal entity has been designated as Euclid class, as it is capable of causing significant harm and requires the use of specialized containment procedures. The Foundation has placed the house where the entity resides under surveillance and put up a cover story that the building is condemned to prevent intrusion from civilians. SCP-7389 is a small, portable device resembling a flashlight. The object is made of an unknown metallic alloy and measures approximately 15 centimeters in length. The device has a single button on the top, which when pressed activates the object's anomalous properties. When activated, SCP-7389 emits a bright light from the front, which can be directed towards the target. Any living organism caught in the light will become temporarily paralyzed, unable to move or speak. The affected organism will also experience temporary blindness and deafness for the duration of the paralysis. SCP-7389 was recovered from a small town in the United States, where several reports of temporary blindness and paralysis had been reported. Upon investigation, the Foundation discovered that the device had been created by a local inventor, who claimed to have been experimenting with light-based therapy. The inventor was administered class amnestics and the device was taken into Foundation custody. SCP-7389's effects on non-human organisms have not been studied, but initial tests suggest that the device has no effect on inanimate objects or non-living matter. The device does not appear to have any harmful long-term effects on affected organisms, but repeated exposure may lead to temporary disorientation and confusion. It should be noted that SCP-7389's effect can be nullified by any type of light protection like sunglasses or welding goggles. SCP-7389 is to be stored in a secure locker when not in use and may only be removed for testing with Level 3 clearance or higher. Any personnel coming into contact with SCP-7389 during testing are to wear appropriate eye protection. Due to its potential for use as a non-lethal crowd control measure, SCP-7389 is classified as Euclid. Further research is needed to determine the full extent of the device's capabilities and potential uses. Overall, the SCP Foundation's containment of entities SCP-7385 through SCP-7389 highlights the organization's commitment to securing and containing anomalous entities that pose a threat to humanity. The unique abilities and characteristics of these entities demonstrate the vast diversity within the SCP universe. We hope you found this video informative. Like and subscribe for more SCP-related content.